you know, I can make all kinds of horrible theories up in my head, conspiracy theories and everything else, but it just seemed a little convenient that there was no water. It just seemed a little convenient that there was no water, and and that the wind conditions were right, and that there are people ready and willing and able to start fires. And are they commissioned to do so, or are they just acting on their own volition? I don't know. But they seem pretty well equipped, some of these people that they're catching.
A lot of questions. A lot of questions, Mel. Mel, a message tonight.
You know, I'll sift through the remains of my place and see if I can find any clues for you.
Mel, any message from you to Governor Newsom or Karen Bass tonight?
Spend less on hair gel. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, what can I say to them? Not big admirer of either, but there you go.
De la meca del cine americano cercado por el fuego. Las llamas se han cebado con las colinas más cinematográficas del mundo, las de Hollywood. La tragedia deja ya al menos 5 muertos, 1,5 millones de hogares afectados y se han quemado más de 11.000 hectáreas. El gobierno de California ha declarado el estado de emergencia. La segunda mayor ciudad de Estados Unidos, Los Ángeles, vive un auténtico infierno. Actualmente hay 6 focos activos que se están cebando con las mansiones de los famosos. 3 de ellos siguen todavía descontrolados. El de Eaton, el más mortífero, concentra todas las víctimas mortales, o el de Hearst. Siguen ardiendo también las colinas de Pacific Palisades, donde viven estrellas como Tom Hanks o Jennifer Aniston. Son más de 150.000 las personas evacuadas, entre ellas famosos como Gwyneth Paltrow, Heidi Klum, Paris Hilton, Billy Crystal o Ben Affleck han tenido que desalojar sus casas por la voracidad del fuego.
La imagen es apocalíptica. Al menos 6 incendios simultáneos siguen sin control en el condado de Los Ángeles, California, devastando miles de hectáreas. Cerca de 2.000 edificaciones han sido destruidas por las llamas, como este instituto donde se han rodado películas como Carrie o series de televisión. Numerosas casas de celebridades se han convertido en ceniza, como la de Paris Hilton en Malibú, que ha dicho en redes sociales que verla arder hasta los cimientos es algo que nadie debería experimentar. La actriz Jamie Lee Curtis expresaba así su dolor en redes sociales y en televisión.
El mercado donde compraban, las escuelas donde fueron mis hijos, amigos, muchos amigos, ahora han perdido sus hogares.
Ella ha tenido más suerte que otros actores como Billy Crystal, que ha perdido su casa en la que ha vivido 46 años, o el actor Anthony Hopkins. Y es que el incendio más grande es el de Pacific Palisades, un barrio exclusivo donde tienen sus casas también el director Steven Spielberg o actores como Jennifer Aniston, Tom Hanks o Chris Pratt, que ha expresado su preocupación por lo que está ocurriendo. En las últimas horas han tenido que evacuar zonas icónicas como Mulholland Drive y Hollywood Boulevard. El fuego podría destruir el Palacio Chino o el Paseo de la Fama.
Yeah, well, one always suspects that this might happen, but one thinks that the resources you know, and the capabilities of the men and women will be on standby, that they'll be able to cope with any situation that comes up. But apparently some people were asleep on the job, mainly our leaders there. But, you know, that's something they have to live with. And but that's something the community has to live with, and it's really sad. I mean, I have many friends that are, you know, looking for a place to put a roof over their heads. And kids, and you know, they're traumatized. Someone should answer for it, but we'll see. I think we know who the culprits are. In fact, my son he's a member of the volunteer fire brigade. He sort of interfaces between LA County Fire and people, and they assist them where they can during, before, and after the blaze. And apparently the residents in Corral Canyon caught an arsonist up there. And the guy was all tooled up with fire gear and equipment and stuff like that, ready to go. And he had been lighting fires, but they corralled the guy in Corral Canyon and gave him to the police. So
yeah,
apparently there are people actively going around looking for these conditions.
Yeah, apparently, Mel, that individual was never charged. It's a very confusing set of facts because apparently he was reportedly trying to light things on fire, but it's not the fires, I guess, that they... I mean, it all It all seems very bizarre, but they have not ruled out that arson could have started the first fire. There's obviously still investigating this, and at the same time, Mel, there are numerous complaints, as you alluded to, that the fire hydrants did not have water or water pressure, and the LA fire chief herself reacted. Watch this.
My stance on this is when a firefighter comes up to a hydrant, we expect there's going to be water. We don't control the water supply. Our firefighters are there to protect lives and property and to make sure that we're properly trained and equipped. That's my position on this. So if there's no water, I don't know how the water gets to the hydrants.
Mel, reaction to that?
Well, you know, I know they were messing with the water, letting reserves go for one reason or another. They've been doing that a while. California has a lot of problems that sort of baffle the mind as far as why they do things. And then in the events like this, you sort of look, oh, is it on purpose? Which, it's an insane thing to think. But one begins to ponder whether or not there is a purpose in mind. What could it be, you know? I don't know. Do they want the state empty? I don't know.
Well, Mel, there's already talk, and we played a couple of sound bites of reimagining the way rebuilding occurs, and obviously there's a great need for high-density housing in California and across the country. That's a big push by the climate folks, and you're already hearing rumblings of that. In this case, like goodbye single-family homes, hello high-density housing.
Yeah. It's pretty scary, and it'll take decades to do that too. It's like even if it, you know, if it's a good idea, which I don't know if it is, but reminds me of the old cattle barons clearing people off the land, you know. But I don't know. I can make all kinds of horrible theories up in my head, conspiracy theories and everything else, but it just seemed a little convenient that there was no water, and and that the wind conditions were right, and that there are people ready and willing and able to start fires. And are they commissioned to do so, or are they just acting on their own volition? I don't know. But they seem pretty well equipped, some of these people that they're catching.
A lot of questions. A lot of questions, Mel. Mel, a message tonight.
You know, I'll sift through the remains of my place and see if I can find any clues for you.
Mel, any message from you to Governor Newsom or Karen Bass tonight?
Spend less on hair gel. That's it. Yeah. You know, what can I say to them? Not big admirer of either.